Hi everyone, I'm Rob Birdman Hephner from White Mountain Radio and birdmanpodcast.com. Hey, I'm here at the Chamber of Commerce, as you probably already saw. We're starting a new show called Chamber B&E. Not the criminal kind of thing, don't worry about that. I know it's almost a crime to live and work in the White Mountains, but this is about business and events. Now, we're going to do something cool with the businesses. We're actually going to take you there. We're going to go right to the business, meet the owners, meet the people that work there, take you through the store and show you a little bit about them and what makes them unique. And, of course, talk about how much fun it is to work in the White Mountains. Then, we're also going to have the chamber people talk about the events. They'll tell you what events are coming up, what's happening, what's cool, and, what you want to participate in. So let's take some time and look at these and enjoy them and see what's happening. And you know what? I'm going to take you to the first one now. Let's head right out the door. Well, here we are, White Mountain Quilts and More, and this is Nora Moore.
Welcome.
Hey, how are you doing today?
We are doing well.
Yeah, so what's your address again here?
We're at 140 East Doosa Clubs, which is between Dairy Queen and CVS Pharmacy, and the big red Bernina sign is right out there.
Okay, so tell me about your location here. How long you been here?
We've been here 2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
Wow, and so a lot of fun between CVS and like you said, Dairy Queen.
Oh my gosh, the ladies love coming in here.
So, and what do you do here exactly? Because I saw quilts, but when I walked into the place,
You saw machines.
a whole lot more than
Yes.
just quilts.
We sell Bernina sewing machines, which are made in Switzerland. It's a family-owned company. They're in their 4th generation, and they fully support their products and their customers. So when you buy a machine, you get lessons on how to use them.
Okay.
Novel idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I noticed the word fats everywhere. Is that a term for pallets of... Explain that to me. What is that?
A fat quarter is cut at a 1/2 yard, and then it's cut across. So you get a 18 by 22 inch piece. A lot more usable than a 9-inch slice.
Okay.
So in making quilts, the ladies love fat quarters, and they'll go all across the United States to different quilt shops, and they'll pick out different
So I
fabrics.
noticed you're saying ladies, but Paul Moore, who happens to be your husband, he's around here somewhere. We'll show a picture of him.
Yes.
But he's also part of the company, right?
He is. He is our tech. Poor man. He's a retired mechanical engineer and got roped into the business when I started this. So we do all brand service.
So sewing machines, if I've got sewing machines, I can bring them here and get them fixed.
You
Not just
can.
quilts, but
Not
also
just
repairs.
quilts. We do full service on machines.
So let's talk about these machines. You've got this one machine over here that does some pretty cool things.
It does.
And they're all touchscreen?
A lot of them are touchscreen now. A lot of software.
Okay, so tell me about this one here. What does it do exactly?
My gosh, it's a 12-inch throat. So if you do embroidery, you've got a big area. You could do the whole front of a pillow in there. You could do the back of a jacket. You can do caps.
And you're limited by the thickness of material, or?
Not necessarily,
Okay.
but you do have to stabilize it to get a nice product. So a great fun machine.
So not just about embroidery. You showed me this other machine, and I didn't believe you at first. You said it draws.
It paints.
It paints.
It paints. The software in these machines, of course, does the embroidery, but when you put a pen fixture in there, it'll draw.
Very cool. So we walk in the door, and who's going to greet us normally? It's either you or Paul?
Well, we have Buttercup,
Okay.
who's our shop cat.
Yeah,
And
we
she
saw Buttercup.
loves to talk to people. But you're just welcome to come in. We pride ourselves on being friendly.
Okay, and we've got yourself, Nora, and Paul.
And
Moore.
Paul.
And then who are the other employees? What's their names?
Well, we have Joyce
Okay.
and we have Emily, and we're very lucky to have them because it takes talent to sell sewing machines between the software and the techniques.
Yeah, it's not just the technique anymore, but actually more with the software.
Yeah, yeah.
So I see thread, I see the fats as you talked about. What other products do you sell?
Oh my gosh, we sell books, we sell notions. Notions are so important, just like different kinds of saw blades for carpenters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rotary cutters have made a big difference in cutting out fabric. I think they came into existence about 1979 and really changed the quilting and sewing world.
Awesome. And then you have a bag corner. You told me about the bag corner. We couldn't miss out on the bag corner.
Yeah,
right?
you're going to have to check it out, all those purses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know so much about purses, but
yeah.
but I know my wife likes those. So
oh yeah, you'll have to bring her in.
And then finally, hidden in the back, because you know it's naked, is the naked sewing machine. You're going to tell me a little bit about that.
The naked sewing machine.
Yeah.
All Berninas are built on aluminum frames, and they are a European company, but they have, I think it's called dual voltage. So you can use the machine and just plug in Europe or in the US.
And yeah, that was the cat. Yeah. The cat moves pretty good for only 3 legs.
Oh, she does.
Yeah. So, and the cat you actually rescued. I want to mention that to people.
We did rescue her, and we're so lucky to have her. She's the best kitty in the whole world.
Very awesome. So what else do people need to know when they're coming to White Mountain Quilts and More?
If we don't have it, we'll be glad to order it. We order weekly. We get shipments in. They put them all in the back because you guys were coming, but we have stacks of boxes. So we order on Mondays. We get our product by Friday.
Mm-hmm. And then do you do classes here at all too?
We do lots of classes.
Lots of classes.
Not just the machine classes when you buy a machine, but we do quilting classes. We do general sewing. We do hand classes too. You don't have to have a machine.
Don't have to have a machine to do quilting.
Don't have to have a machine.
Yeah, that's a lot of work though, huh?
It is, it is.
Machines make things easier.
Machines are fun.
Good. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Appreciate it.
Please walk around and look at things.
We're absolutely going to show everybody all the things you have, and right here at White Mountain Quilts and More.
Welcome back to the Sholo Chamber of Commerce for Business and Events. This year's theme for the Sholo Parade is Toys of Christmas Past. The parade will be on December 6th. That's Saturday, December 6th at 6:30 p.m. If you're interested in being in the parade, please call 928-532-4141, or you can stop by City Hall, and they've got information and they've got registration forms like this. So we'd love to see you in the parade, and we'd love to see you watch the parade. Pinetop Lions Club first annual Oktoberfest off of Highway 260 in Lakeside. Again, it's October 11th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. You can contact Dale for more information, 928-537-3742. They just serve so many projects in the community with the Lions Club, so something you don't want to miss as a member of the community or a visitor.
Hey, well, so here we are at Sholo Family Fitness. We just actually walked sort of next door from our last place, and already having fun here, working myself out. I want to introduce to you Courtney. Hey, Courtney, how you doing?
Hi, good. How are you, Rob? I'm
doing well. I don't know, mate, I'm starting to feel the burn. So, Courtney, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I am actually raised in Sholo, and my family's from here, so this is my hometown.
And so you go all your life here, hanging out, but you weren't born here?
I was not born here, no.
That's okay. We'll forgive you that one. I wasn't born here or raised
3 months.
here.
I was 3 months.
3 months.
When we came here.
Okay. When did you get into fitness?
Actually, I got into fitness about 20 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
So quite a while.
Good. So 20 years in fitness. Started at 2, good. And then you started working out.
I'll appreciate that when I'm older.
With your...
with my mom.
Mom, okay.
Yeah, she's the one that actually got me into the thick of it.
Right, okay. What did she start with? What kind of exercises?
She started with the weights.
Mm-hmm.
I started running in school, so I was a track athlete and I ran long distance. I kind of incorporated the weights into that because of where my mom was.
So you ran with your weights? No, I'm kidding.
No, definitely not.
So distance, what kind of, we're talking marathon or
mile? Less? In school, in the school divisions here, we only had mile was the
mile was the longest. Okay. What was the shortest distance that you ran?
Shortest distance that I ran was the 800.
Okay, so I can't compare because I
was a sprinter. It was all long distance, right?
Okay, good. Okay, neither one of us has to get our egos bruised then. Hey, so now this location here, how did it come on your radar?
I was actually a member here.
You were a member here.
So I've been working out here for the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it just kind of came to me that way.
Just really recently.
Just very recently, 2 weeks to be exact.
2 weeks. You're a new business owner here in Shola. New business owner. Which is probably exciting.
It is very exciting, yes, especially to own a gym because I'm passionate about this. So.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that, owning a gym?
It's a dream come true, actually. It's something that I've always wanted to do, so.
Very good, and not scared.
I'm not scared. The business part of it is a little different,
mm-hmm.
but as for the environment and the people and the training, that's nothing new.
Good. So let's talk a little bit about what we have here at Shola Family Fitness. I notice weights.
Right, a lot of free weights, a lot of machines, a lot of top of the line equipment like free motion, hammer strength, pre-core, life fitness, a lot of cardio machines, just something that appeals to everybody.
Okay, so let's start with the weights. Primarily why are weights, I mean before machines there was just weights, right?
Right.
Okay, so why is weight training by itself important?
It's important to build muscle.
Okay.
You definitely want to build muscle. In the free weights, they work stabilizer muscles as well, mm-hmm. whereas your machines are very specific for body parts. So yeah, stabilizers are very important. I like to incorporate both of them into my routines. Okay. I think it's beneficial.
And then if we go into machines, why were machines brought around?
Specialized.
Okay.
You want that specialization sometimes. You just want something that just works your lats. It's more controlled. Depending on your machine, you can actually put spotters on it so that you don't necessarily need a partner. So machines, they definitely add that aspect of a different type of training.
So you target specifically.
Right.
What is it with cardio? Now cardio, is it just used to warm you up or? It's
an all-encompassing thing, actually, because you use it for warming up, you use mm-hmm. it for cooling down, you can use it just for something like just to keep you healthy, like heart healthy. You can actually use it to burn fat. So yeah.
Okay, so we've got all that here. And then actually you have some other things. You've got classes. What are your classes?
We do. We have a variety of classes, anything from plyometrics to Zumba to dance type classes. We have all those here.
Now plyometrics?
Plyometrics, they are a maximum force for your muscle in a short period of time, kind of like a jumping jack or a burpee, stuff like that.
All the things that, yeah, basically nobody likes
all
to
the
do
things that are going to make you sweat. Yes.
I sweat a lot. And then you also have tanning bed.
Tanning bed, yes, we do. We have tanning bed, and this whole entire place is 24/7 key card access, so you can come and go as you please.
So 24/7.
24/7.
And you need a key card. You're actually the only employee, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
for
hopefully,
now, yes.
Hopefully for now. What's your goal? Where do you want to head with this?
My goal is to bring in as many people as I can. I really want to, just starting out and having my mom as a trainer and how important that was to me, I really want to give that back to people.
Awesome.
So to be a trainer, I really, really, really want to see people. I'd want to see them where I'm at.
Good. Awesome. Well, thank you, Courtney, for your time today. Once again, this is Shola Family Fitness, and we're going to see what business we've got up next. I'm obviously out of practice because I'm shaking on the down pull.
Something else exciting coming up. October 9th, there is a tri-chamber business after hours. So the next one is October 9th, 5 to 7 p.m. Jill Tinkle State Farm Insurance will be hosting the business after hours. 1881 East Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. Feel free to call us here at the Sholo Chamber of Commerce at 928-537-2326 or go on our website www.sholochamber.com. Thank you for watching Chamber Business and Events.
Okay, so we've moved on to Rodeo Logworks here in the wonderful White Mountains. I've got with me Lonnie. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
So Lonnie, where are we located at? What's our address here?
361 East Old Linden Road.
Okay. What's some other geographical locations that people would look for?
Well, the big field, if you ever go down Linden Road, you'll see the big field when you pull off of the highway, off the Deuce, and you come around the corner, you'll see the big field with horses in it sometimes, and we're right there. You turn at Sonic and Urgent Care, right there, and then come on down, and we're on the left side.
Awesome. So easy to find.
Easy to find.
Now, give me the history of this location? It's been quite a few things.
Well, it's been in our family for quite a few years. It first started out was a barn. We had a barn here that was for our purebred cattle that we did had in the field out here and stuff like that. And then it's been different businesses over the years since then. And then we decided, hey, you know, my uncle's been building this stuff for like the last 20 years and different things like that, and got my dad involved since he retired.
Right.
And now we got my mom involved in doing stuff. So let's have a building, let's have a showroom, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so take me along the evolution of how we got Rodeo Logworks here. Now, rodeo is, I'm assuming it comes from a name, but I might be wrong. Right. Well, a lot of the wood that we have here, it came from the rodeo Chesky fire. And so we decided to call it the Rodeo Logworks. Okay. So. And then you said your dad got involved with woodworking. Yeah, my dad's done things here and there, but since he retired about 5 years ago, he built a shop next to his house, and now he's doing woodworking. We always thought, you know, he's a retired cop, retired sheriff, and we thought that's all he did was a cop, and he started doing stuff. We're like, wow. So, yeah, very cool. So my uncle does a lot of the big stuff, and my dad does some of the big stuff here. Does the lamps. My dad's done some of the lamps and stuff you'll see here, and my mom does all the craft stuff, and so it's kind of a family affair. So whole family, a lot of fun. Right. It really putting their heart and soul into it. Right. Yep. Very beautiful, beautiful woodwork. And you said, I think you said cottonwood was one of your favorite woods? Cottonwood's one of my favorites. Just the way this type of cottonwood, the way it comes out and the way it looks, it has really good grain to it and the way it comes out. So this particular table was one of your favorites? Or yes, yes. We did have one that was a coffee table that was just like this, that had two pieces to it that we sold that had turquoise inlays, and it was one of our favorite pieces. So, awesome. Well, thank you, Lonnie. You know, we're going to talk to a couple other people here, so let's do that. Lots of beautiful woodwork here at Rodeo Logworks, and with me I've got Tony. How you doing, Tony? I'm doing great. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. I gotta say, I saw your stuff here, and it's pretty beautiful. How long have you been doing woodworking? I would say off and on probably about the last 7 years. But I haven't really put it out for sale. I'm just making it for around the house. Yeah, a lot of people start that way, don't they? Yeah. They do it for their own passion, sort of do anything, and then did somebody nudge you into selling it? Yeah, my wife's family kind of said, hey, you do great work, you need to start selling some of this stuff. I'll be honest, was it because there was too much of it stuff piled up around the house? Or? Oh, no. Oh, okay, good. No. One of everything I make, my wife gets. Well, there you go. That's pretty awesome. So you've got light fixtures. I've seen those. Yeah, I do vanity light fixtures. I do custom picture frames, plant stands for, out of barnwood. I do the big full-size chairs. I do little chairs. Yeah, so what would you say was your specialty? What do you really like to do? Picture frames. The picture frames. Yeah. And how long typically does it take you to create a picture frame? What the wood tells me to do, you know. Okay, I was wondering. One, you know, I'm working on one that's taken me 4 days now. But I can usually knock one out in a day and a half, or it could take longer.
So do you start with like the wood itself, and then it decides basically what size or how large it is?
What it's going to be, the structure of it, you know, like how the edges are, what I want to do.
Okay, and so if somebody wanted to get something from your custom, that's possible?
Oh,
yes.
I
mean, just for them, it's not that you make it and they got to fit it?
No, I do custom picture frames, I mean, and like I said, the vanity light bars. Anybody that has a picture, they can get a hold of me through here, or my card at Wild Horse Woodworks, 928-537-0054.
Okay. But and then located here, they can come in and look at
right here,
what you've created. And this really is art. I mean, it's not furniture or things like that. It's really art.
Passion.
It's passion. Okay, that's a good way to describe it.
I mean, I could have 1,000 things on my mind that's bad. Once I start working on wood,
so a nice calming effect.
Exactly.
Very real touch with nature.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What else would you want people to know about your artwork when you create it?
It's special.
Yeah?
And I put my heart into it. It's not just thrown together and say here. You know.
Well, thank you, Tony.
And it's built to last. I mean, I've had several fall off the wall and hadn't broke the glass or the frames.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty heavy duty. Yeah. Well, it's endured already all of its life through nature.
Oh, yeah.
So it only makes sense that it will carry forward. Well, we're going to go and talk to some of the other people here at Rodeo Logworks. Well, here we are outside at Rodeo Logworks, and I'm here with
Greg Butler.
Greg Butler, and you're actually right in it with the wood, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. So what are you doing here?
I'm getting ready to make a top for a coffee table.
Top for a coffee table. So what's the process that we're going to see this piece of wood go through, step by step? So you clean
right
it up.
now I'm cleaning this out. This is the rot and the open part of the wood. And what I'm going to do on it is I'm going to clean it out. I'll put a filler in it up to a certain height, and then I'll inlay this with turquoise, all these open holes. And then, but that's later down the road after I get these opened up. The next step would be to plane this down. You can see how the cuts are on it.
Right.
These are regular chainsaw cuts.
It's a regular chainsaw cut.
So I'll be planing these out on both sides of it, and then I'll sand it, get it to the shape I want it, you know, and then take it in, and I've got some legs already built for it inside. And,
awesome. So how long does it take you to do this from beginning right here till the end it's done?
Well, time-wise, probably about 2 days.
About 2 days? That's pretty good. Well, and a lot of hours of work, right?
Well, a lot of hours, yeah. But you vary your hours because you have to spray it, and then you sand it, then you spray it. You know how that is, how you put a finish on it. So it does take time. But that's basically what I do.
Awesome. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate your time today. And
thank you.
It's been a pleasure seeing your great work.
Well, thank you.
Well, that's it for this edition of Chamber B&E right here in the White Mountains. I've been Rob Birdman Hephner from White Mountain Radio and Birdman Podcasting. Thanks for being with me, and I'll see you again next time. So what's a Birdman? I get this question all the time. Birdman comes from motorcycling, yeah. So when I got back on a bike after years and years of being off a bike, I decided to start riding around, was with friends, and birds fly into me. Yeah, like all the time. Some kind of magnetic attraction, I have no idea, but they hit me in cars too. But a little more painful on a motorcycle. So finally, as I got hit about the 5th or 6th time, I got named Birdman. That's it.